lesson focus on throwing skill for Year 2 student following an environmental theme. According to New South Wales curriculum, at the end of Year 2, student will be able to perform manipulative skills in a various contexts. Year 2 student, with the support of throwing and catching skill, they can separate the objects from their surroundings, and it helps them with the cognitive development. The duration of this lesson is 16 minutes. There are 20 students in the class. One student is using wheelchair with normal upper body strength and control. One student has auditory impairment.
The lesson will start with a tag game as a warm-up. The play area will be divided into 4 sections, and 4 environmental taggers will be chosen, representing reuse, recycle, and compost. When students being tagged by one of the taggers, they have to come to the fitness section, perform the physical activity, and then come back to the game. The next activity is the Oscar trash can. This will be explicitly taught and demonstrated in the following part. And the last activity, students have a chance to relax and stretch their muscles, but still in the endangered animals concept, such as eagle flying with outstretched arms. I'll start my teaching demonstration. Alright, pretty amazing. Okay, today we're going to learn about how to do an overhand throw. So last week we did learn how to do an underhand throw, right? Does anybody remember when do we use it? The underhand throw? Perfect. When we want to pass something to someone close to us. How about the overhand throw? When we want to pass something further. Amazing. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's have a look at the picture here. Yeah? We're gonna, so instead of facing to the target, you need to slide to your target. Yeah? Make a warrior pose. Step, twist, and throw all at the same time. Alright? So I'm gonna do that one more time for you guys. Repeat after me. Slide to the target. Warrior pose. Step, twist, and throw. Okay, which foot you gonna step with? Yes, the opposite foot. Amazing, everyone. Okay, just like the underhand, if you throw with your right hand, step with your left foot. If you throw with your left hand, step with your right foot. Students will start doing the imaginative throws for 5 to 10 times, and then the teacher will divide them into 2 groups. Alright, group 1 gonna stand here, group 2 gonna stand on this line. Okay, so if I whistled 1, you're going to grab the ball and then start throwing. If I whistle twice, you're gonna grab the beanbags and then start throwing. If I whistle 3 times, we all stop. Okay, what do we do if I whistle once? Throw the ball. Whistle twice, throw the beanbags. Whistle 3 times, all stop. Alright, amazing. How about the catching? Do you remember how to catch it? Catch the ball? Yeah, we're gonna make a fruit bowl. If the ball is up high, you need to connect the thumbs. Alright, if the ball is lower, you're gonna connect your pinky swings. Alright, make a fruit bowl. Amazing. Okay, when you're throwing, I'll be looking for a nice rainbow shape over your head and then land it nicely to your partner's ball. And I want you to stay focused on the ball. Look at the ball. Do not throw if you see your partner is not focusing. Do not throw.
Okay, amazing. So I can see that most of you can do the sequence steps of overhand throwing skill, and I can see that some of you can throw further than I expected. That's really good.
Hands on top, that means stop. Hands on knees, that means freeze. Flat tie. Amazing. Okay, so it's time for a fun game. This is called Oscar Trash Can. Raise your hand if you watch the Sesame Street show. Okay, if you watch it, do you know who Oscar is and where he lives? In the trash can, yeah? Now, can you guys get what's he gonna do if I put the trash in the trash can? He's gonna throw it out, yes. So each team, you're gonna have a trash can as blue mat standing there. So one person will stand in the trash can and try to throw all of the trash out, okay? And the other members from other team, you will try to fill in the trash can as much as possible, because if you have more trash, you're gonna win. Alright? Now, I'm also looking for Oscar helpers. You're gonna use the stick, the soft stick here, to block the balls. What do we use the stick for? Hit the balls, block the balls. Do we use the stick to hit our friends? Absolutely no. Okay? Alright, so in this activity, I want you to practice the overhand throw skill. Alright? So you can only pick up 1 trash at a time. Alright, how many pieces of trash can you pick up? Just 1.
Students may ask some questions related to the rules of the games. For example, yes, Lucy? What if you pick up 2 balls and throw them at a time? Well, because I want you to practice the sequence of overhand throwing skill. Stand to the target, warrior pose, step, twist, and throw. So you can only pick up one ball, and if you pick up two balls, you need to go to the corner, do the 10 swats, and then come back to the activity. Teacher will observe students' involvement and execution of overhand throwing skills. The correct technique is emphasized in this lesson. The success criteria will include student can keep their eyes off the ball, student can make a sequence step of overhand throwing, and student can throw with power and accuracy. The strategy applied in this lesson is gradual release, responsibility, and instruction checking questions to scaffold students step by step. It benefits for struggling students and auditory impairment students to explicitly teach the content and checking understanding before performing the task. Students who know what to do will feel more inclusive and engaged in the classroom. For the auditory impairment student, the use of visual cues for teaching the skills such as pictures or body gesture of a teacher also support him to participate in the class. For student who has physical disability, the strategy that will be applied in this lesson is to encourage any best way to overhand throw the ball or just to adjust the distance of throwing. Since the upper body is in normal control, he or she can still participate in the Oscar trash can activity. For example, he can push the wheelchair while putting the ball on his lap. Literacy is linked when students can learn the Tier 2 vocabularies of environmental themes such as reuse, recycle, and the knowledge of endangered animals. For numeracy, it is linked in terms of counting the balls in Oscar trash can or counting the whistle in teacher's instruction, and space awareness in throwing.